Welcome back, everybody. Yep, it's that time of the week again, bitch. It is time for another. This is a trashy episode of Old School New School Comedy Podcast, and I am your host, Christy Miller, and we are coming to you virtually this week from Las Vegas, people. That's right. My girl is in Vegas. Normally, we broadcast out of Broadway Comedy Club right here in Midtown, New York, but this week is a very special guest. I love this woman more than life. I've known her since I started. We've done so much shit together back in the old days of the Comedy Store. You may have seen her on America's Got Talent and crushed it. She's got a residency in Vegas. She is just everything that's hilarious to me. She is broadcasting live from her bathtub in the outdoor wing of her Vegas abode, darling. And I want to introduce you guys to Vicki Barbolak.
Hey, Christy, and all of Christy's friends. Yeah. Yes, I'm in the patio of my pink trailer in Las Vegas in my bathtub.
You're so fucking
hot
gangster.
Here. You have to have a bathtub outside. I don't know why everyone doesn't have it. Lou was like, Lou, you know, I'm still with Lou. Christy, can you believe that?
Like, I do, because Lou is everything.
He's a great guy. He won't leave. And
that's why you have the bathtub to drown him? Yeah. Never mind.
He said, what about the neighbors? What if they look? And I'm like, they'll only look once. It's not a problem.
Oh, God, I fucking miss you, bitch.
I miss you. I've got to get to New York again.
I know.
You got to get to Vegas.
I know. Actually, I've been talking to friends about it. Like, I really want to come out there, and I wouldn't even mind staying out there.
Well, I'd love it. You know, we have plenty of room here, and every Tuesday's the show. I'd love to have you.
Oh, my God. I would love to be a part of it. Are you kidding? Oh, right. That's a dream. I love Vegas. And I was telling a friend of mine, do you know Janice Bassetti?
No. Is she here?
No, she's here in New York. She's been around for like 35 years. She's hilarious. Okay. Awesome. She's really a disaster, but you would love it. Like a fun disaster. She's hilarious. She's crazy. Her and I have this dream of doing a residency in Vegas as two old ladies and just living in the hotel, eating at the buffet, and then doing shows at night. Like,
yes, or doing shows in the afternoon. Let's be real.
Yes. The sun's still up. Let's kill it.
Yeah. Oh, at 3:00 is when we start. Finish by 4:30. We go to the happy hour, and it's bedtime.
Yeah, and then we hit the nickel slots, and then we go to bed.
Loser town. That's where I live.
No, that's the hottest retirement community I've ever seen. Like, that is sexy.
This trailer park we live in is 55 and up, and it's glorious. I mean, you just feel like you just can't believe the characters that are around. I love it. I fit in.
It's a reality show. Like, we should film the trailer park. I'll bring a camera crew. I'll bring a whole production company with me.
It's all you need. That's all you need.
It's so like, remember when we were younger, like we started out at the Comedy Store 300 years ago. Like, when did you start? What year did you start stand up?
Yeah, I'm bad.
97.
About 98.
Okay. I started in 95. So me, you, and Pulofsky were at the same time.
Exactly.
But,
Shauna's here. She's working this. She's doing this week's show. She's coming in.
Shaunica. I just sent her a text yesterday to fuck with her. I see her and she's out in Mexico doing corporate things with hot guys. Good for her.
Exactly. I can't believe she didn't bag anybody on that trip, but that's all right.
I know. We have to work on her, Vic. We got to really work on her. We got to really. We need to demolish her self-esteem a little bit, so she'll just start banging.
She's a goer. She's a goer.
Oh, she's the best. So you, Miss Thing, I haven't seen you in a long time, but, a lot happened to you since I've seen you. So tell everybody about America's Got Talent, because that's where most of the people that listen to the show or watch it know you from.
Yeah. So one of our friends, Sharon Houston, called me up one day, and I hadn't seen her since we did that Hag Fest. We used to do the Hag Fest show with Shanika.
Right.
And it was a horrible show. I loved it. But Sharon called me. Hey, Lou, your phone's ringing, of course. It's great.
Yeah,
Lou.
Hookers.
Whatever.
Hey, Lou, you're a pimp. You got to be on call.
Jesus. I didn't know. And so I'm sorry about this.
No, it's hilarious. It's such.
Yeah, it is. Freaking lame.
It's just part of the sitcom.
Lou! No, you can't hear me.
No.
I was dying. I was drowning right now in this tub. I would be just dead because he's not coming back. He's gone.
He's not.
He's out getting high in the front of the trailer now, so we won't see him for a while.
He's wandering.
But so Sharon Houston called me and goes, just chat. And she goes, I didn't really call to chat. I'm calling because I'm producing for America's Got Talent. I'm like, Sharon, they're not going to take me. You're going to get fired. I literally was worried for her job.
Yeah.
Like, call everybody else. I think I said, call Christy, call Shanika, call everyone. And she goes, no, they're British. They saw you and they like you. And I'm like, oh, when I heard they were British, I'm like, well.
Oh, now you got a shot. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm wacky and they like wacky. And
so anyway. Brits are smarter than we are anyway. So,
so then I went in and my initial audition was in an airplane hangar in Santa Monica. And it was just me. And then there was like 700 feet between me and a camera guy and two people way at the other end of the airplane hangar. And I'm standing there by myself. And I do my 2-minute joke. They said, do it 2 minutes. So I did 2 minutes and they go, oh, very funny. They didn't say a word. They didn't laugh one time. They go, very funny, very funny. Do you have any more? I go, well, yeah, but I just prepared 2 minutes and I put in time for laughter, but you're the shittiest audience I've ever had.
I'm deceased.
And then they laughed.
They said you're hired.
Yeah. And then that was it. And then I got on and in that first show, my daughters were there and they were backstage and they go, Mom, when Simon buzzes you, just keep going because you got to get buzzed twice more to get off the show. Right. And so, because they knew I didn't watch a show because I don't have cable. Right. So I go, okay.
And you have taste.
Yeah. People love that show. I get it. And so, anyway, I didn't get buzzed, but we had a whole thing prepared for when I got thrown off the first time. And then it was just like, after the first time went so well, I'm like, maybe I could make the finals. And I heard that's what you want to do. But it is a great, I always prayed that somehow or another I'd get to keep doing stand-up. I didn't know how it would happen. And I just prayed it would. And that did it.
That's amazing. No, I remember I watched the clip of you on there. I was so excited to see you on national TV because you're such a national treasure to us. Treasure. You're such a big, because you were 30s when you started, right?
I was like 38, really.
For a second. You were 38, yeah. So you start same time Phyllis Diller did.
Right.
And I always thought of that as like a crazy coincidence. Like she's destined for stardom. Vicki is definitely like a modern day Phyllis Diller. Just doesn't give a shit. Hates her, talk shit about her husband, and her life and character, just like Phyllis.
She was so funny. I got to meet her when I did America's Funniest Mom, and she was there, and I just I just really almost collapsed. I was so excited. And then recently I was at a garage sale and I saw a picture of Phyllis Diller framed, signed to Audrey. Holy much love, beautiful, beautiful framed picture. And hey Lou, can you go get it? I'll show it to you. Anyway, it said to Audrey with love. So I opened the frame up and I got an Oprah magazine and I found the same color gray background and I wrote Vicki and I glued it in where it said So now I have a framed picture to me from Phyllis Diller.
Yes.
For $10. You can't.
$10. Yeah. They usually charge at meet and greet, so they got a good deal.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say you changed your name to Audrey just so it would fit.
Oh, no. I thought of that. I told everyone, I was going to tell everyone my real name was Audrey. But then when I realized I could do this, I just switched it.
Oh, yeah.
Switcheroo.
Everything.
Don't tell anyone. Anyone
that's
who's
amazing.
keep it to yourselves.
Oh. Yeah, don't tell anybody on the show.
No. But
So,
this
This
scene
is,
in Las Vegas
so
is good.
okay.
Oh, I was just going to tell you, the
Is it
Las
good?
Vegas is really, there's a lot of comedy here and a lot of people, so it's really fun. Yeah. Oh, this is my Phyllis Diller.
Ah,
picture.
that is. That looks great.
I know. Not even a gay would know.
No, they could not detect.
Not
That
ever.
was
Not
beautifully done, Vicki.
I'm
It was
so
meant
happy.
to be. See?
It's fantastic. So I just,
Yeah,
I
I've
can't.
heard. So you have.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say what I love most about Las Vegas, and I guess everyone knows this, but people come from all over the country, and every single show you meet people from everywhere, and it's like amazing. It's like the perfect place to perform because it's like everybody, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like, to me, I always give it as like the trash version of Times Square, where like people go to Vegas, vacation
Yeah.
from all over the world, they get married, they lose their money, their house, their job, they get pregnant, they get wasted, every crazy shit can happen. Just
Right.
So what happens in Vegas stays in this, like, no, it what happens in Vegas,
No, you take it home with a
leaves
rash.
Vegas.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
yes. It's
Right.
It's a scarlet letter on your shirt, It's
I'm just getting licensed in Nevada to officiate weddings because I did that. I did that for years. I have a wedding business called Wedding Chapel to Go. It's a
Right, I
portable wedding
remember
van. So I sold the
Yes.
van, but I just got my license. You have to do like a lot of work to marry people in Las Vegas. Like they make you take a class, they make you do a background check. So I'm going through all that crap, getting licensed here in Las Vegas. So I'm going to marry people. I'm going to marry people on stage at the show. And I think it's going to be a blast.
See, that's brilliant.
And then back
Oh.
here in my trailer, my trailer yard here, I'm going to, we can marry people in the backyard.
Let's see.
Let me
Love.
see. It's like,
Oh yeah, that's
yeah.
fantastic.
I got like an arch and stuff. Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
be
that
like a
looks
classy
great.
trailer park wedding, a box of champagne for free.
Oh.
Or
Yeah.
non-alcoholic champagne because like you're sober, Christy. You've been sober forever. Like you just don't drink.
Well, I'm not because
Yeah.
and I had a problem. I just
Right, you don't use that
I
kind of
tried
word,
like
sober.
in my 20s I'd have no, I always tell people I'm straight edge.
Got
Which
you.
I
That's-
don't do drugs, drinks. Okay, I
Right.
don't do anything.
I
raw
like-
dog is what I do.
I'm a circle edge. I do everything. But lately I've been so like concerned in a small way. So much lately I hear
Okay.
I'm not drinking, I'm sober, I quit drinking. And I think that's really beautiful. I mean, in your case, like you just don't like it. I get it. But there's so
Right.
many people that are like righteous about it now. Do you know what I'm saying? And you can't speak
Oh.
against that because it's in their heart. It's healthy for them. But I think I have to speak up for alcohol use. You know what I'm saying? Not abuse, but I need to I just kind of want to respect alcohol so that people just keep understanding how wonderful it is, for so many of us, because I like me better 2 or 3 glasses in on bubbly than without it, That's what I'm saying. I'm
Right.
I'm a proud drinker and I want to kind of get some alcohol pride back in the world.
Well, why don't we start a movement?
I
We should
think
start a hashtag, start a movement, and
Yeah.
start protesting, protesting AA meetings.
well, and I don't even want to really go there because I respect them.
I love that you took it so serious. That was
I'm
brilliant.
very serious. I'm truly serious about this. I'm very concerned that if we just keep letting things slide, then people aren't going to understand the benefits of drinking. Do you understand? Right?
Well, the reason is because people drink because of underlying issues, not alcohol. Alcohol doesn't make alcoholic. Why you use that vice to bury your emotions and drown them and forget and be numb is the underlying issue. When you fix that issue with the vice, because you fix the real issue that you put into that vice. So that's, with alcohol abuse, it's more of like abusing that alcohol because it's broken and you haven't figured out what is in you. So, but if you work through your issue, drink so much, you wouldn't abuse alcohol. Because I have a friend of mine who was in the program like 30 years ago. We were young. He went through it young. Yeah. And then he worked through his issues, and now he can have like once in a while because he doesn't care about it anymore, because it doesn't have the same impact on him or the same relationship.
Right.
Well, it is. And it's not even alcohol's fault. Poor alcohol.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm speaking up.
Child.
I'm speaking up. I'm speaking up for the good parts. Like, my favorite movie is The Philadelphia Story. Are you familiar with The Philadelphia Story? Katharine Hepburn.
Oh, yeah.
So Katharine Hepburn's just like a real twat, man. She's a judgmental bitch, right? And then one night, she drinks 3-4 bottles of champagne, and her life is changed in that moment. She wakes up the next morning, not judgmental, with a heart of gold. And it instantly changed. Why? Because she drank 3 bottles of champagne. And that's what I'm saying, that people are forgetting all the good things that alcohol can do for people. And that's what I want to speak to.
Yeah. Well, and we need to find out the exact brand so we can give it to these assholes. These
Exactly.
judgmental pricks.
Right.
As a magic potion, turn them back to normal, nice, cool people.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
Boo.
I'm just, if I have to go across the country, on a bus shaped like a box of wine on my tour to, just being fried back to cocktailing.
Yeah. Yes,
but
absolutely.
I think you're right. I haven't thought of a hashtag yet. So if you think of anything, or anybody out there in the audience, please message me. We need a hashtag for the campaign.
Yes. Definitely. All right, I'll brainstorm it, and then let the listeners brainstorm and write you or me or the show. Doesn't matter.
Please.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh,
I think it's important.
I totally forgot to put this up here. Today. So can you tell?
All right.
I haven't done.
There you go.
I had to put the things on. Yeah, I haven't done virtual in a while. I think Shanika was the last one. Sean Polofsky, for those listening. I think she was my last virtual, and that was a couple months ago at least. So
I would love to come to do stand up again in New York and do it live. When I did stand up there, I was so nervous that New York City was going to be like, they wouldn't like the trailer. I'm just so raunchy and trashy, and I was so nervous about New York, and it was one of the funnest nights of my life. So the people were so fantastic. I can't wait to get back.
Oh, yeah, the audiences are great. Listen, I'm a big piece of shit on stage. You know that.
I love you on stage.
I rant, I roast, I destroy, I throw myself under the bus. I just want everybody to have a good time. That's all I care about. Like, there's so much bad shit in the world. Yeah, that I want you to come to my show, and for 45 minutes to an hour, I want you to forget all that shit and just laugh at ourselves, make fun, like bantering with your friends, like, hey, like busting each other's balls, having a good time, taking jokes, throwing them back and forth, making fun of pop culture, and calling it a day. So when you get done, I always say my show's kind of like a spa day for your brain. Like, that's you just beautiful. Go and release all that negative shit. So when you go back home into the real world outside the comedy club and have to deal with all this bombardment of all this negative shit, at least you had those endorphins rolling for an hour that maybe you can, and then we made fun of some stuff a little bit, that you can process it a little bit easier and not take it so personally or take it like so negatively, where you could actually be more problem solving and part of the solution, as opposed to just being overwhelmed and burying yourself in it. That's how I feel when I go on stage. Like, let's party, let's rock, let's laugh our asses off, have fun, and just be trashy pieces of shit.
I love that. Exactly. And when I watch other comics, like, sometimes I'll be like, we all know, you'll be like really tired or agitated, and I'll go and I'll watch other comics, and when somebody will make me laugh so hard, it does feel like somebody just put some like Drano inside of my heart and just goes, here's the shit coming out, and I feel it, and I feel lighter and younger and better. So I appreciate it. When
I like a good comic, great writing. Oh, I can't get enough. I can't get enough.
Alan Stevens did a guest spot. If anybody
I love Alan. Yeah,
he was like one of the creators of Roseanne, and he's just one of the most he's like my husband Lou's, a piano player at Comedy Store in La Jolla for 25 years. He's Lou's favorite guy, and so he's in Vegas now. So he came in. And just watching him last night, I was just like, I was like, okay, I don't even have to go on now. This has been good enough. I can just go. Relax.
Yeah. And also for everybody listening, Alan Stevens is also one of the original Outlaws with Sam Kinison. That's how long this man's been around. He's a legend.
Oh my God. He has every story, everything.
Alan has the best stories. Do you know my cousin, Mike Muratori? Have you met him? He's a comic. Okay. No. Mike is really close to Alan also.
Wow.
And Mike's in LA. And he goes to Vegas a lot. I'm surprised you haven't run into him. He's there a lot doing shows.
Okay.
Me and Mike pitched a type of show to Alan, and he really wants to do it. So that was another reason why I want to come to Vegas. So we could get this show together, and so all of us can work and do like a big like theater show or something, and make it like the like a new school type of old school. Like. We're the old school, that's we're all old school. Anybody that's like, I always tell people, anybody pre like social media, that didn't grow up on it, because we didn't, we had to be good to get booked. Word of mouth around town was telling us how to get booked. Like,
there's a lot of blowjobs. I don't know how many people you blew, but I was always on my knees for work, and I'm
that's why you're more. Yeah, that's why you're more successful than me. I didn't do that, so that's why I'm sitting here.
I should have called you.
You should have. I would have held your wig. I've
got it down to like 47 seconds. I could have helped you.
You could have. I need to learn how to unhinge my jaw so I can last longer. Yeah, I fucked all the wrong people. I didn't do good. I fucked the.
I know you only fuck losers. It's that's and I'm not far ahead of you, but I'm just saying that's how I got to Laughlin early.
Yeah, it's true. That's how I'm, right where I'm at. I have 3 followers on Instagram, and and I've
only as smart as Chelsea Handler. Oh
God, you know why? She had better knee pads than we did, and and her jaw can unhinge. That thing not only does it unhinge, it comes off, and she puts it on the shelf. She sent it to an auto mechanic to get lubed and oil changed. I made her spit, people.
She's a great girl. She is a great girl, though.
Yeah, she is.
But you can learn a lot.
Sure, she is. Yeah, we didn't get along back in the day. We did not get along. She was very mean to me back in the day.
Oh, I'm sorry. I never had any money for a drink. And she always bought me a drink at the Improv, and I'd bring my own little drink in my purse, and she'd go, "Oh, Vicki, put that away."
Aw, yeah, she was very mean to me at the Comedy Store.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's all right. Wrong. I wanted to beat her up in the parking lot one night. That's how bad it got.
Oh my God, that would have been fun.
I know. I should have. Then I could have heard Mitzi like Sam Kinison beat up Argus that time when he hit her. Oh, main room 915.
Oh my God! Then he would have been back to back with her every week for 4 months.
Oh, she would have tortured me with her. She would have tortured me and her together. I was just like, I try. Me. I like everybody. I want everybody to win. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If we all work, then we're all winning. And if my friends work, then I know I'm gonna work too. And if I'm working, I know my friends are gonna work. Like, we're all gonna rise up. And she was not a girl's girl back then. Maybe she is now. I mean, I like the person she's become, through interviews and stuff. I think she's really grown up, but she was not nice to me back then. And I was nice to everybody. I didn't give a fuck. But I was like, all right, bitch, fuck you then. I don't need you ugly cunt. Anyway.
Well, I think I'm being extra sweet because I threw her under the bus in the beginning so hard. But I mean, no, I give it up. it is such a hard business to be a woman in, and because we really do get the short end of the stick. The dudes just kind of like, they cling together, they fucking play golf together. It's just like any other business.
And also, Vicki, don't forget, women are worse to women than other men are. And I explained this to a club owner here in New York City who fired the male booker, who was great. These guys were great booking this club. They built it up. They opened 2 locations. Fire, right? They fired them and hired a girl. And this girl was a wannabe comic. And she was throwing all of us women under the bus. She spread lies about me to the owners that I called a showrunner a faggot to his face, hurt his feelings, and he got triggered and started crying, and he complained, so I got banned. And I was like, what did I do? I go, I've never even worked under, I haven't worked your club since you hired her. I go, so how could I have done that? Well, that's what she said. I go, if you take her word for it, fuck you, your club, fuck her, fuck the chairs, fuck the microphone, fuck your sign, fuck the alcohol behind the bar, fuck the floor, fuck them lights, fuck your bullshit, fuck the pants you're wearing. I'm like, go fuck yourself. So then it worked out in my favor. She got let go.
Good.
But the bottom line is, I explained to him, I said, Peter, women are worse to other women than men are. Because especially a female comic who's on the rise, who's trying to be on the rise, doesn't want other female comics upstaging her because it is so hard for women. So she wants to be the only girl in the room. I go, men are nicer to women comics because they have a penis, women have a vagina. And as long as those 2 things stay the same, that there's always a shot in a man's mind that he can fuck that vagina. So he's going to be a little bit nicer to her just in case there's a shot. But women, no, women are worse.
I feel so lucky in that, when I first started, and I was older, so none of the dudes were after me. And just a couple old ones, Lou and one other guy. But
Lou crushed it.
so I mean, like, I didn't have to deal with that, but I did right away just find, when I walked into the Comedy Store, a bunch of really cool women who were really good to me. And I think from the very beginning, I've been really lucky with the women that have helped me. Women have helped me more than men by 100. And now, like in the Comedy Store Hollywood, it was a sausage fest forever. And women are booking that club right now.
Yeah, I know.
And the club is packed. And so I think that there are some bad women, but I think there's a bunch of good women. And for me, it's like I bring so many women into my shows because I think it's important, and because we have to hold each other up. We have to help each other all the time. And I'm all about that, and I always have been. So I understand there is some jealous people and some shit, but like when I think about Lunel, Lunel and I met like 20 years ago back at Garrett Morris's club in LA, that little illegal
I remember. I loved it. Yeah.
And it was fun. No liquor license, booze in a blue box.
It didn't matter.
But,
yep.
So when Lunel taped her special in Oakland, she asked me to come and open for her. Like she's like always,
Lunel is a true blue bitch. Lunel is straight, true grit, true woman, true talent, true, like that's a real boss bitch right there. Because here's the thing too, Vicki, I'm going to add to what you just said. We came from the Comedy Store, so we are spoiled rotten when it comes to the treatment of female comics, because Mitzi, regardless of the sausage fest that it was very pro women. She loved women. When Mitzi was there, she loved us.
Right. She would have elevated anyone who stood in front of her that she believed in. I mean, she wanted to.
She wanted more women. She loved women. I've had conversations with Mitzi about this. And I was just like, it's so nice that I get to work for you and this club, even though comedy is a sausage fest. It is. It's a boys club all over. But at that particular club was so nurturing to women, where even the men helped women in the sense of, I never, I can honestly say there's only been like 2 creepy incidents that I've had to deal with male comics of a higher stature than me that have done something to me. But I stopped it because I'm a tough broad. I fucking don't give a shit. I'll
Yeah,
fight
right.
you back. So I challenged him like, but I stopped it. Did I say anything to Mitzi? No, she would have laughed at me. I
Right.
would never be like these girls today, because I knew if I crushed it there, it was over, because
Yep.
the Comedy Store did not play that. And all those guys like Rogan, Diaz, Dice, all those guys that are around us all night long, Simone, all these guys always had our backs.
Yeah.
And they would never let anybody disrespect us
Yeah.
or do that. So when they would find out, they would fuck them up or threaten
Right.
them. I
Yeah.
never once had any disrespect from an actual Comedy Store guy. It was somebody from outside the Comedy Store, but that was a big name. That was it. But whatever. It was squashed. I moved on, and it was forgotten about. But
Yeah.
but now cut to New York, it's not like that. It is not like that at all.
You're battling all the time?
All the time. It's, if you don't flirt or pretend or, throw yourself at comics, they're not going to help you, because they will they go to these girl comics because a lot of them don't want funny people opening for them.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to work hard. They want all the laughs. They want it all about them. So they find these mediocre up and coming female comics that will do anything to get ahead. So, can I feature for you? Can I open for you on the road? Yeah, well, what's in it for me?
Yeah.
And, if they're not getting their dick sucked, they're not going to let them open for them. I talk to the guys all the time. They're like, yeah, why would I take some broad when I could take my homie that I love and trust? That's my
Right.
bro. Why would I take her if she ain't doing nothing? What's in it for me that I'm going to get out of it, career-wise, money-wise, or sex-wise? If there's nothing, why would I do that when I can help my friend that does give back to me, that is my homie, that does share, and I want to help him because I love him. I don't give a fuck about her. She's just road pussy.
Yeah.
So that's the dichotomy out here. So since I don't do that, and I'm a headliner, they really don't like me.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
they respect me, but they don't like me.
Yeah. And I remember, and this has happened many times, even recently. I'll say, I'm going to bring Sean. I'd like to bring, whatever, any girlfriend of mine with me.
Yeah.
And then to your face, even on the phone or to your face, I've heard, oh, we don't put two women on the same show here. And I'm like, this is really weird that you're going to say that out loud in 2024, but they don't give a shit. They'll say, because they don't care. They're in control. Yeah. And I've noticed that's changing a little bit. Like,
there's pockets of change. Yeah.
There's pockets of change. Before it was so hard edged.
Yeah.
And as a lot of times, I have some really great guys that I travel with. I love these guys that I travel with. Love them. Have a ball. But I also love to travel with my girlfriends.
Yeah, me too.
And so it's like, it's just bullshit that it's even a factor, but it is still a factor.
There's a club in the South here on the East Coast that said to me, through my best friend, who's a guy who headlines there also, said, yeah, because he's like, hey, you should book her. Sent them my album, Brutally Yours, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, wherever you stream. Sent them my album, said you should headline this girl because they want more female comics in their clubs. And you know what they said to him? They didn't even listen to my album. All they said was, yeah, women don't do well when they headline here, so we don't headline women. We only feature
There you
them.
go. I hear that all the time. Oh, you know what? We're not having any more women headliners because someone sucked. I'm like, dude,
someone
every fucking week. Yeah. But like, dude,
it's such a double standard. Yeah.
Men suck all the time. There's just it's about volume, and we could go on forever. And I'm sure every woman in any field, in any business feels the same way we do. They'll complain in the same way. And it's just like, you just have to fight and not give up, and just keep pushing. And the money's where it's at. The cash register rings when you sell tickets. Yeah. So that just keeps
Drink
happening.
Sells. Yeah. Just keep just keep packing them. I just tell people, for me, if they're gonna play dirty like that, then I'm gonna do exactly what the fuck I want to do. So you don't want to play nice. Well, then I ain't gonna play nice, and I'm gonna do exactly what the fuck I want to do. You're not gonna tell me how to act, how to dress, how to talk, how to be, how to look, how to smile, how not to smile. No, I'm gonna be fucking funny. And if you don't like it, you can't handle it, or you can't follow me. I had complaints about following me here in New York in the past years. That they would call the comics would talk to the owners of the bookers and say, she's hard to follow. It's too hard to follow.
She does too much crowd work. Yeah.
Or she's so, like her energy's too high. Well, nobody cares, bitch. Be funny. And that's how I got stronger. I told Mitzi back in the day, put me on after Joe Rogan. Because remember the headliners would go on at 10 in the OR. So I said, put me on after Rogan, put me on after Holtzman, put me on after Mencia, put me on after Dice, Irera, all these guys. I want to get stronger. I want that death spot so I know how to handle any crowd. And that prepared me when I left. It went and opened for Mooney all those years. Yeah. It prepared me. And then that prepared me to open for Dice sometimes when Eleanor's not around. So it's, it's nobody cares. Be funny is all I'm saying.
I was so impressed when Eleanor first opened for Dice. I went to Las Vegas to see her. I was there anyway, whatever. And I saw her like one of the first times she opened for him. She came out in a ball of sweat. Her shirt was soaking wet of sweat.
Oh, poor thing.
Because she had to face all those Dice fans. This little girl comes out and they're like, ooh, they're like throwing up in their mouths looking at her when she's still there. And then she's a battleship.
She battled. She did it.
It's fan. I'm proud of you for doing it too, man. That's amazing.
I went, Dice called me and asked me to come to Carnegie Hall. He left me tickets. So I was in the 5th row with the family and the friends and all that. And so it was funny watching Eleanor and Dice go on at Carnegie Hall in this prestigious, classy underbite of a venue, darling. It's top jewel. And then you hear cunt fucking who hey and it was brilliant. And then the nursery, it was great. Just all this trash in Carnegie Hall. It was so wonderful. But I was so proud of them. I was so like a proud mama, watching Eleanor grow up and watching Dice after 45 years still murdering.
Absolutely.
And he's great to work with. She's really lucky. He's so when she doesn't go, she'll be like, call Christy, or she'll call me and go, hey, could you do this date with Dice? I'm like, yeah. But he's so much fun to work with. He's a pain in the ass, but he's a fun pain in the ass. I think he's hilarious. So cool. He's just a doll, and he's very generous. And I'm just it was just a really cool moment to see them at Carnegie. It was crazy.
Get out, right? Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
It was badass. But yeah, I need to get out to Vegas. I've been wanting to, and I've even looked at real estate out there. So that's
you could look at some real estate. There's there's a trailer right across the street, and you own your own land here. You own your own land.
Stop.
Yeah,
I can live in a trailer with
$175,000. Own your own land. Where are you gonna get that?
Wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Wow. I'm trailer proud, man. It's fantastic.
I want to be one of those bougie bitches that lives in the hotel like Little Richard. You remember how he lived at the Hilton? Whoa, shut up. All the stuff.
I did that for 2 years, lived the first 2 years of the residency. And then also I was hosting APT at the Luxor. So I was in hotels for 2.5 years here. And gross. You have to go outside. You want to go have a hit of pot. You have to go outside. You have to get dressed, take a hit, go back to your room. I need another hit. Get dressed, go back down. Oh, no, I hated it. I don't think you'd like it. You need to buy a trailer.
Okay. Well, when I come out, I'll take a tour of the trailer park and see what's to offer.
I'll hook you up. I'll even show you where I bought my bathtub.
Oh, fantastic.
Hey, Lou, back this up a minute. Let's show everybody my beautiful bathtub.
Yes, everybody. Vicki Barbolak, 5-star quality.
My self tanner comes off
Can
me.
you
That's
see it?
why you have to back up a little more.
Back up and then aim the camera down a little bit, Lou.
Aim it like this, Lou.
Down.
Yeah. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, I am so jealous of you right now.
That's good.
That is unbelievable. I am
106
obsessed.
degree.
Yep. I got everything set up just like I need. I got my wine. I got my book rack. I can read. I spent 6 hours in here yesterday. Christy and I tried to do this podcast yesterday, but Lou and I are so lame we couldn't figure out how to work Streamlink, so we had to cancel and stuff. So I didn't. I just stayed in here after I didn't do the. I stayed in here till I had to go to the bathroom. Then I took me so long to get out of here that I didn't make it to the bathroom, and I just had to pee on the concrete.
God, I fucking love you.
It's hard to get out of this thing. Lou had to put a handle on it last night like an old person. I'm not kidding you.
I love that you're drinking wine out of a plastic Starbucks cup. I love you.
Oh, guess what? This is a Jimmy Kimmel cup from the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club.
Shit, Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, well, that could be yours if you'd get your little butt out here.
Oh, I need some new glassware for my collection.
I'll hook you up.
Yes. All right, we got to talk about coming out. Seriously, I got to get out there.
Yeah, and if anybody listening is in Vegas on Tuesdays, Trailer Park Party at Kimmel's every Tuesday.
Yes, perfect. Really, that's perfect. I love that. So I'm gonna write
that
in here.
Lunel is at the club Sunday and Monday, and then I'm there Tuesday. So you could do like a whole girls.
So it's Trailer Park Comedy. What is it called?
Trailer Park Party.
Trailer Park Party. Okay, hold on. Okay, Trailer Park Party. I'm trying to be very technical here.
Look at her. She's typing. She's putting graphics up.
Yep, at Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club. Tuesdays at what time?
7 o'clock.
7 p.m. All right, watch this. Dun 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 dun. Go see Vicki at her Trailer Park Party comedy show at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Go if you're in Vegas.
Right on. We play games. There's prizes and shit. We give away Spam. We give away Vienna sausages, boxes of wine, cans of wine.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh my God, I can't wait to come out there. I cannot wait. Oh God, I love you. I always like to wrap up the show. It's so much. You have to come on. You can come back. Like I told Sean, I said, come back on anytime. Anytime you want to do the pod or promote something, come on.
Oh yeah, I guess I should mention season 4 of Trailer Park Diaries is coming out. We finished it. And so it's coming out on the podcast places called, the sites,
perfect. So be sure to look out for that. So before we wrap up the show, I always ask my guests 2 questions, and because they're fun and they're stupid, and it makes me laugh. First question is there a bit a comic has written that made you go, God damn it, that's brilliant, I wish I'd written that first, and what was it?
There are 4,000 bits that I wish that I've written.
Right? Me too.
Right, and I've tweaked them and stolen them maybe 3,000 times with little small changes. But this one I can't even attempt to steal or tweak. But it makes me so mad that I didn't think of it. It's Dean Del Rey, and it's when you leave California and you go out on the road and you tell people that you're from California. They go, "Oh, California, man, you just sucking dick all day long out in California, aren't you?" And he's like, "Hey, man, I'm straight, but it's 84 degrees in February. I'll suck a dick if I have to live in California." So that the reason I think it's so funny is because it's just so true. Everybody thinks you're a weirdo if you're from California, but yet, they
all want to live there. They all want to be there.
I'll suck a dick in this weather,
Yep. They all secretly hate it, but because they secretly want to be it. That's all it is. Yeah, it's like, go shut up. You wish you lived in California. You and I was born and raised in California. So
that's right.
So it's like, yeah, that's always going to be in my blood. So I miss the weather. I miss Southern California weather more than Northern California weather.
Well, yeah. I mean,
because I like the dry heat. I like the dry heat. I don't like the moist heat.
Yeah, my other trailer's in Oceanside, and it's like
that's right.
Perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I love. And you come to Las Vegas, the weather. I mean, why did they put it down here? What were they thinking? The weather, like this is
the mob.
The mob. It was just like the bodies decompose quickly. I've heard that.
Yeah. And the police don't want. Yeah. Police don't want to go to the hot. Nobody goes to the heat, so you can do all your illegal shit here. Same with Alaska. There's a lot of mafia up there, hidden.
No,
I shouldn't, but because who's gonna go?
Alaska.
What feds? I know it's fantastic. I love Anchorage.
Yes,
it's so much fun. And the thing is, it's like no feds are gonna go to Alaska. They figure if you're in Alaska, who cares? They pay you to live in Alaska.
That's right. They do warn you there that there's a lot of real killers up there that just are hiding. They're real freaks. But then everyone else is amazing. So I love it there.
And everybody's a freak, so everybody thinks each other's a freak. So nobody's gonna freak on anybody because we all know each other are freaks. So fuck it. Mind your business is all it is.
Oh man.
And my last question is, because I opened for Mooney for 400 years, he would always close his shows with street jokes. That was his closing bit. But he would Mooney-ize them, and he would destroy. And we all love a good street joke. Do you have one that you go to? Like street joke, dad joke type joke?
I do have a street joke. And it's from Roberta Kent. And
I remember her.
She's amazing. She's 80, just turned 80, and she looks 20. She looks like 40. She looks like she's never looked before. She's starting to work again. And she's like amazing. She's amazing woman comic and amazing comic. I shouldn't say.
She was so funny. She's funny. So
fucking funny. And so she has this joke which has saved me. It has saved me a couple of times. And it's this guy goes to a hooker and he says, "How much for a hand job?" And she said, "It's $250. He goes, "That's insane. That's crazy. Nobody pays that for a hand job." And she goes, "Just a minute, young man." She takes him over to the window and she shows him this duplex house right across the street. She says, "See that lovely duplex house? I bought that with these $250 hand jobs." And he's like, "Okay, I'll do it." So he does it. And it is the most amazing hand job.
Due to technical difficulties, that shorted out fast. I think because it was 9,000 degrees outside and Vicki in her gorgeous bathtub.
I had to be in my bathtub.
See, I knew I'd get you out of the... That's what I live for, darling. All right, so we were talking about your favorite street joke, so now's your time to tell the street joke again. Start from the beginning.
This is from the great Roberta Kent. All right.
Yes.
This guy goes to a hooker, and he asked for a hand job, and she said, "Yeah, it'll be $250." And he said, $250? That's insane. I mean, that is insane. Forget it. And she goes, "Wait a minute, young man." She takes him over to the window and she shows him right across the street, this beautiful duplex. She says, "See that duplex? I bought it with these $250 hand jobs. That's how good they are." And he goes, "Okay, I'll give it a shot." So she does the hand job and he's seeing stars, man. It is just amazing. He's barely able to speak. And he goes, "Oh my God, that was amazing." And after a couple of minutes, he goes, "Well, listen, how much is it for a blowjob?" And she said, "Blowjob is $5,000. He goes, "Nobody. No, not even. No, don't even think about it." She goes, "Well, just a moment." Takes him back over to the window, shows him this shopping center right on the corner. That entire shopping center, I own that, she says. And I bought it with these $5,000 hand jobs. That's what I'm talking about, young man. And he thinks about it and he goes, "Well, okay, I'm in." And he hands her $5,000 and she does it. And he is literally stupefied. Can't even speak, can't even move, thinks he's on another planet. This is the best blowjob he ever dreamed of getting, And he just has to relax for a while and he takes it easy. He gets up and he just looks at her and he goes, "Listen, I'm just wondering, just for curiosity's sake, how much is pussy?" And she says, "Well, come over here to the window with me, young man. Do you see that gigantic mall over there? with one with the apartment building coming out of the top of it, newly built, state of the art? And he goes, yes, I do. And she said, well, if I had a pussy, I'd own that. I'm sorry. That took way too long. That took way too long. I cannot do a street joke like Roberta can.
I know, but you still did it, girl. I fucking love you so
much.
Maybe
you could just put it in like, speedy when you edit it. Speed it up.
I'll add laugh tracks. How about that?
That's good. Put it on. You know, when on podcasts where they listen at it faster, just put the whole thing, put the whole interview at halftime.
Yeah,
it'll go much
in
better.
5 minutes.
Yeah, it'll be you'll get an award for that one.
Yeah, right. God, I miss you.
I miss you. It was great seeing you. I'll see you in Vegas, and thanks for all the friends who are listening out there. You guys, hope everybody stays well.
Tell everybody your website, your social media handles, and all the stuff you want to plug before we wrap up.
It's Vicki Barbolak Comedy, and it's my email. That's my website, and all Vicki Barbolak across all the other social media stuff. And Shanika and I have our Trailer Park Diary season 4 coming out real soon on all the sites. But if you haven't watched it, we have 4 seasons in the bank. Trailer Park Diary.
So funny. You guys watch it. It's really funny. It's super funny.
It's pretty stupid. So
yes.
And then Tuesdays, every Tuesday in Las Vegas. And then I'm at the Comedy Store most Saturdays when I'm not on the road. So
love it. And I love you. And everybody also
thank you.
Don't forget to follow us here at Old School New School Comedy on Instagram. And you can follow me on all the socials as well at Christy Miller Comedy. And that's Vicki Barbolak. I'm Christy Miller. We're here every Monday at noon. And remember to like, subscribe, and share the show. We love you.